But I can't. Hi, everybody. Hi, my name is Mirabai.
Hey, what's happening? If you're watching this for the first time, there's a timestamp, okay? Live, this show gets weird, but like if you want to just get right to the yoga and you're not watching this live, go to the timestamp. It's down below in the description when we start the class. But I wanted my tiny diamond to make a big announcement. You want to make an announcement?
What's the announcement?
I'm retiring. And we're putting the band back together. We're gonna put the band back together. We're going out on tour, and we're gonna be at a city.
Yay! Are we gonna go? Wait, Pinky promised we're gonna go to Hawaii. We need to put it. Look at that!
Oh
Look!
man, that was a big Pinky promise.
By the way, I made this bracelet.
All right, cool. How's everybody doing? So, Tiny Diamond wanted to help start the show today. So, if you want to leave us a comment and let us know that you're watching and that you are just, hey, look at that. There's Kelly, my friend Kelly. She says, if we're going to die, it might as well be yoga. And Kelly, you're dead. You are on it. You're dead solid right. Okay, anything else you want to say?
Yes.
Yes. Speaking of the mic.
So, this is a very special shirt because I wore it to my first audition to a play.
That's right. This is when she won her audition to Cinderella.
Yeah.
All right.
I got into the play.
Go have some fun. Guess what? My tiny diamond just graduated from 2nd grade yesterday. All right, are you ready to play us out?
Yeah. I love Saturday
when anything is possible.
I love Saturday
'Cause I can wear my pajamas all day.
I love Saturday 'cause I can watch TV all day. I can pee a little bit in my underwear and no one will mind.
All right, get out of here.
But I need to take off these headphones.
Yeah, take off those headphones. Boom.
My nose hurts.
I'll see you in an hour. Go have fun.
Wait, I want a hug first.
I love you. I love you 3,000. Bye. Okay. This is serious. This is going to be a tough class. I'm excited to get to the end of this. The exciting thing is you might watch a grown-ass man die live on YouTube, but it won't be from COVID-19, so it'll be funny, okay? Let's do this. All right, that didn't work, so let's just do that. Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to Cardio Level 2. Step to the top of your mat. Are you horny, baby? Look, I'm horny. Take your left foot and flip it over. Yeah, that's the kind of yoga this is. This is the greatest yoga available on YouTube by a single father in his 50s that's ever been done, right? Lift that left foot off of the floor and draw your thigh parallel to the ground. And now we're going to lift that knee 4 times. And we're not going to come all the way down to here. Keep your thigh, don't let your thigh go below parallel, okay? But we're going to lift it 4 times. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Straighten your leg. Ooh, that wakes up the cheeks. Bend your knee and pull your knee back Left knee back behind the right knee. Make sure you're not turning your hips open, so hug that left knee into the midline, that's the center, and point your left big toe at the ceiling behind you, okay? We're gonna lift 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bend your right knee 4 times. 1, 2, 3. Hold your 4. Straighten your left leg, step back as soft as you can. There we go. And now we're in a lunge. It's okay if you took a slightly short step back. That'll actually help you. So let's go to this thing is driving me nuts. Why can't iPhones just stay on and work when you want them to? Let's go to that camera. Awesome. Now what I'm going to do is lift my right heel and press my left heel down. It may not touch the floor, but you could always step in slightly. Now my left heel is down, my right heel is up, and I'm going to plant the right heel and lift the left, and we're going to do this. And it looks like you're walking, right? Lift and lower the heels. Very nice. And now we're going to step that left foot back into a proper lunge if you're not there right now. And then I want you to straighten your right leg, bend your right knee. Straighten the right, bend the right. Straighten the right, bend the right, and hold it. Now left knee, and this could be tricky if your knees are a little bit wonky. To reduce the pressure on this left knee, you can always sort of lean over your right thigh and place your hands on your thigh. That's going to load more of your weight onto your right foot. If you don't need that, you could try placing your hands on your lumbar, bend your left knee, lift your left heel, and slowly touch the floor with the left knee. I know, it'll get easier. It'll get easier. Let's go. Stop doing that. My phone keeps shutting off. Straighten the back leg and then bend the knee. We're doing this 4 times. Get used to the idea of 4. Lift and straighten, bend and lower. And I just said, get used to 4, and I don't even remember if that was 4 or not. Lower your knee and pause here. That's nice. Now we're going to plant the hands. This is deceptive, isn't it? You should be worried. Slide your right foot back. Plant the left palm and reach your right hand up into the air. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach your right hand forward so your thumb is over your shoulder. Inhale, reach your right hand up. Exhale, your right hand reaches under and threads between your left arm and left leg. Look over your left shoulder. Make sure nobody's creeping up on you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach under and look over your shoulder. I got Baby Yoda creeping on me. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach under. We got to do one more. Reach up, breathe in. Reach over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach under. Hold it here. While you're reaching under to get a high five from Baby Yoda, just lift your left knee for a second. Release. Lower the knee. We're going to slide right foot to the top right corner of our mat. Now, I'm going to get this thing fixed so that I can keep switching cameras here. And let's go back to the top so you can see I've got my foot, my right foot on the top right edge of my mat, right hand on my knee, left hand's going to step slightly left, and I'm going to make circles with my hips and knees. That means my butt goes back, my hips go left, they go forward and over to the right. If you need to, take your mat and double up the edge under your left knee if you need more cushioning for your knee. And then make your circles go both ways. So go clockwise and then counterclockwise and just get a little wiggly jiggly. Now plant your hands and step your right foot back. Lower your chest to the floor, push up, and press back. Let's do that again. Inhale forward to plank, chest all the way to the floor, push up, and press back. Now, when you come forward into a plank, guys, remember you can lower your knees first if necessary, then touch your chest, push, and then lift the knees and press. Lift your right leg up into the air and step your right foot forward. Right hand on the side of your head. I'm going to grab onto my right horn. You grab onto the side of your head if you don't have a barbarian horn hat. Now I'm going to lift my right elbow so I can look at the lens of the camera that I hope is filming me right now. Yeah. And while I'm doing that, lifting right elbow and pointing it at the camera, and you're trying to point your elbow at the screen you're watching, hopefully it's in front of you, try to drag your right heel back. So you feel that right hamstring, and then you'll also feel your left hip flexors engage to try to hold you in place. Reach down and step left foot to the right. Hands on the knees, lift the chest until your spine is straight, and then straighten your legs, come all the way up. Let's do the other side. Take your right foot, flip it over, press down into the big toes, and try to, almost even feels like you're trying to drag your foot forward. And that's stretching, obviously, hopefully, the top of your foot a little bit. We forget about the feet. They're confined to shoes all the time, maybe even boots. Ladies, don't even get me started on high heels. Now, take that right knee up into the air, thigh parallel to the floor. We're going to keep the thigh above parallel. It's never going to come down to here. Well, not never. Let's not talk in absolutes. For right now, it's going to stay parallel or higher. Now lift 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple little activation there, right? Straighten your leg. Bend your knee. Keep your knee bent. And pull your foot back. So really quickly, it feels a little bit like you're holding something at the back of your knee. So if you were to imagine a tennis ball, I happen to have a batarang. Don't ask me why I have a batarang. I can hold on to it. Okay, that's the idea, is you're really firing that right hamstring. Now, if you're still there, we're going to lift that big toe 4 times without the hips turning open, all right? So, lift, 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 lift and hold. Bend your left knee 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, lower and hold. Straighten the right leg. Step back soft. And then we're going to rise up into a lunge. Maybe a short lunge. That's with that right foot a little bit further forward. And if you prefer, you can always really get that foot back, that right foot back. It's up to you. But we're going to lift right heel. Press right heel down and lift the left. Lower the left and lift the right. And it feels a little bit like you're on an elliptical machine. And we're just waking up all of our stabilizers and starting to work through the joints. All right, and now we're going to straighten the left leg 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bend the knee, and now the back one. Lift the right heel, bend the knee, and then slowly lower it down. Hands on your thigh or hands on your back. Lift your right leg and straighten it. Bend it and lower it. Lift it and straighten it. Bend it, lower it. Lift, straighten, bend, and lower. Woo. All right, now, right hand on the floor. Slide left foot back. Reach your left hand up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, reach over the top edge of your mat, palm down, thumb points behind your back. Inhale, reach your left hand to the ceiling. Exhale, reach under your right armpit. Look behind you like you're trying to get a high five from Baby Yoda. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach under. Look behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, breathe in. Reach over. Reach up, breathe in. Reach under. Hold it here and lift your right knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knee, plant the left hand, slide the left foot out to the outside of your left hand. Left hand on your left knee. Right hand steps right. Get jiggy with it. Get freaky on it. We are just doing circles, counterclockwise. Slow the ride down, like that ride at the amusement park. Oh shit, are we gonna go the other way? We're gonna go the other way, the ride isn't over. Now go clockwise. And slow it down. Plant your hands. Spread your fingers, grip your mat. Left foot steps back into a plank. Remember, you can lower your knees to the floor, touch your chest, push up, and press back. Inhale, forward to plank, touch your chest, push up, and press back. One more. Inhale, forward, touch your chest, push up, and press back. Lift the left leg and step between your thumbs. Left hand on your left horn. Are you horny, baby? Place your left hand on the side of your head. And now I'm going to turn my chest to the left. And while I'm trying to drag my left heel back, I'm lifting my left elbow away from my hip so I can see what's in front of the short top edge of my mat. Reach down and step forward. Squat down, hands on the knees, straighten your spine first, and stand up straight. Now that was a good first series of movements to start to loosen the body up. And just because my mind tends to wander, that's why I do yoga, because it's just a jumble of shit up there. Remember when like 2 Live Crew, when that was really offensive? Like, me so horny, oh, me so horny. And it's silly, isn't it? It's offensive that children starve. That's offensive, okay? So we need to be clear. Now lift your left knee, bend your right knee slightly, and try to lift your right heel. Let's see how much those stabilizers are kicking in. Whoa! See, you can always catch yourself. It's always a little dance. The objective here is not to try to stick this and hold it. The objective isn't to grab onto something or someone and lift your heel up. The objective is to try to find your balance on one foot, on the ball of the foot. And that is dynamic. Now let's step that left foot back. Reach your hands up into the air. And as you exhale, lean forward, straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, and reach back. Press your chest to your shirt, push your butt against your pants. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg, reach up. Exhale, lean forward, straighten your right leg, bend your left, reach back. Let's go to the side. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Proper crescent lunge. Exhale, lean forward, reach back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, bend your left knee, and hold. You're trying to lift your butt cheeks away from the floor even though your left knee is bent and you're hinging forward. You're in this strange hybrid of squat and lunge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach up. Hands at the heart. Left knee down. Left hand to the floor. And the right foot slides back. Now we're back into our side position here. We're going to be working a lot of the obliques. We're going to work everything. It's going to be gnarly. I'm going to be a sweaty mess. In fact, I'm pretty much there because for some reason I thought it'd be a good idea to wear a knit hat with horns on it today. Push and lift your left knee and extend left leg out. Now we're going to bend left knee and I'm going to step left foot behind right foot, and then I'm going to lift right leg straight up. And then I'm going to bend the knee, plant the foot, bend the knees and kick left foot through. And you can always do this modified version on your knee. Left knee stays down and I can lift right leg up, okay? But if you're not, if you're stable and you don't need that knee down, step left foot back and lift right leg up. Plant right foot and kick left leg through. And one more time, plant left foot, lift right, plant right, kick left foot through. And then plant your hand and your foot and press back into crouching cat. That's downward facing dog with a little bend in your knees. It takes tension out of the hamstrings so your back can do more of the work to pull your butt cheeks up into the air. And they're not pulled down by that tension of trying to get the heels to the floor. We're trying to get our heels up and a little bend in the knees. We are ready to pounce, right? Lift your right leg up and then draw right knee to left elbow. And when you try to tap elbow to knee, try to drag your hands back. Lift your right leg, breathe in. Exhale, knee to elbow. That's 2 and we're doing 4. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, knee to the elbow. Hands try to drag back. Inhale, lift the leg. This is the last one. And if it's the last one, we should just hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your right leg up, exhale, step forward, reach both hands up into the air. Yes. Catch your breath, roll through your wrists. We're going to be load bearing on the hands a lot. Ball your hands into fists and then pull your knuckles down. It's a little bit like trying to fire those biceps at the gun show, right? All right, now we got to get moving. Breathe in. Hands at your heart, lean forward, breathe out. As you inhale, lift your left knee into the air. As you exhale, step back behind you to the right and curtsy. And push your butt back and push your left knee against your right calf. That'll help stabilize you. Rise up. Ankle to your thigh. Point your big toe. Squat down, stick out your butt, chest against your shirt. We're not round. We are heart forward and proud. Lift your knee up. Exhale, step back. And let me switch cameras. Let's go through that a little bit faster. It's not high speed, it's just full speed. And you can go as fast as you like. You don't have to keep up with me. Breathe in. Hands at heart, breathe out. Lift the knee, breathe in. Step and squat. Inhale, ankle to thigh. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back. Inhale, reach up. Hands at heart, exhale, lean forward. Inhale, lift your knee. Exhale, step across and curtsy. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, cross the ankle and squat. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, step back. Inhale, reach up. This is our 4 set. Exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale, lift your knee. Exhale, step. And pause here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the knee, cross the ankle, hands at heart, and here, 5, 4, 3, 2. I almost flipped you off. Did you see that? 1, release, step back, and lower the left knee as you reach up. Yay! That's what this feels like. Yay, I did it! Now pull your hips back, and when you sit to your left heel, you can always place a block underneath your right butt cheek. You could always point your left toes behind you, and I'm properly sitting, and you could be more in that squat position if you like. Hinge forward, but keep your heart proud. Keep your chest against your shirt. So what you need to do is look down, chin to chest, and if there's loose fabric right here on the front of your shirt, press your chest forward. And that's your fingertips on the floor and trying to drag yourself forward. That presses your chest against your shirt. And now, just pull your toes back. Now you can do that with your hands if you want to increase range of motion. But this is motor control. This is how much my toes can come back and how much my foot can come back if I don't grab it. And we should know that, what that number is. And if we had the right equipment, we could actually measure that angle. But you're just trying to pull it back without your hand. If you want more, I'm good with that. Reach over and pull. Now, we don't want our heart rate to come down too much, but we do want to keep everything manageable. We want to be fatigued and short of failure. We never want muscle to fail. So let's come forward again. Back into our night position, and we are going to lift the left knee, straighten the right leg. If you have a block, you can place it under your left hand. Both legs straight, reach your right hand up to the ceiling, turning your chest, bending your left knee and pushing the ball of your left foot down helps keep your hips from turning. Remember, stability is not how powerful you are. Stability, well, it is, but stability is really your ability to prevent movement. Take one more breath and reach down. Slide that block to the left, step your right foot forward, and rise up. Close your eyes, feel your feet on the floor. Lift your right knee up into the air. And just try lifting your left heel. Let's see how well we can balance on this left foot. And it's okay if we wobble. It's okay if we fall to the side. How else are we going to get those muscles stronger if we're always catching ourselves? There's a saying, and it eludes me who said it, but you can step backwards into safety or forward into growth. I'm going to have to look that up. So try lifting that left heel and see if you can keep it off the ground or fail miserably and fall all over the place. But we won't know if we don't do that, right? And then we're going to take the right foot all the way back and bend the left knee. Right foot comes down nice and soft. Take those hands up into the air and lift your right heel. By lifting the right heel and putting more weight on the left foot, we're going to find more range of motion, more active stretch, more stability, more tension, right? That's what we want. Lines of tension in the body. Breathe in. And as you exhale, lean forward, reach back, straighten the left leg, and bend the right knee. Chest against your shirt, butt against your pants. Inhale, straighten the right leg, bend the left. Reach up. Exhale, lean forward, reach back, bend the right knee, straighten the left. You're pushing your heart away from the top edge of your mat, but your heart's still against your shirt. Inhale, reach up. Left knee bends, right leg straightens. Exhale, lean forward, reach back, squeeze your shoulder blades, straighten the left leg, bend the right. One more time, guys. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean forward, reach back. Right leg bends, left leg straight. And release. Let's take that right knee down. Left foot's going to slide back. And we're going to plant the left heel behind the right foot. And I'm going to turn to the side. So if I'm on, what camera am I on? Let's go back to that side camera so you can see me from the side and from the back. And remember, you can keep this right knee down and just focus on lifting the left foot, all right? If you want to work a little bit harder, we're going to take the right knee off of the floor, pushing down into right hand. Kick your right foot forward in front of you. I'm pointing my big toe at Baby Yoda. Then I bend the knee and I step right foot behind left. And then I lift left straight up. Lower the left, foot lands in front of your right. Right foot kicks through. Right foot steps behind the left. Left leg lifts straight up. Whoa. And plant left foot. Kick right foot through. Step right foot back behind left and lift the left. Plant the left. Bring the right foot through. This is the last one. Plant your right foot behind your left and lift your left leg. Hold it. Whoa. And release. Press back into crouching cat or downward facing dog. Press down into your fingertips. You're trying to put more pressure on your fingertips. Spread the fingers so that there's less weight on the heel of your hands. Press the heart back towards the foot. Lift your left leg and step through. Back into our knight's position. The right knee can come down. Take your hands off the floor. Ball your hands into fists and roll out those wrists. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Do the gun show. Just move them. Wherever there's movement, it stimulates blood flow. And wherever blood flows, healing goes. Feels like I'm hitting the bag, doing something like that. Open up the hands, spread the fingers. I'm going to be honest with you, I just got lost. I was doing so much with my hands, I don't remember what's next. So if you're watching this live, send me a note and help me out. I got to think myself out of this situation because I'm always, we got to sit back. What was I thinking? See, that's what happens. I'm mid-50s. I knew. Look at that. Reverse triangle. Kelly, how do you get to be so awesome, Kelly? All right, let's do this. Lift your right knee. Straighten your left leg. Shout out to the powerful Kelly Gould. Reach your left hand up. Now, was this first or wasn't? I don't know. It's all going to get done, I can tell you that. Left leg straightens. Right knee, if you bend it, and if am I still on the side? Yeah. You can see that when I bend my right knee and dig down into the ball of my right foot, I'm increasing range of motion at the hallux joint. That's the big toe joint. I'm stretching the bottom of my foot. I'm activating my calf, and I'm holding my hips in place while I turn. Release. Reach down. Lower the knee. Sit back. Place a block under your left butt. And I can stay if I want to keep working on stretching the bottom of my foot, keeping the robustness of the muscles in the foot and the ankle. That's key to trying to prevent and like plantar fasciitis, but maybe you have more tightness in the top of your shin. Maybe you're a runner, right? So you're always pulling that foot back. So you can always press down into the top of your foot to get more stretch to the anterior. Fingertips on the floor, and then I'm just going to leave my fingertips where they are and try to pull my chest forward against my shirt, and then I'm going to pull my toes back to my knee and pull my foot back to my shin. And I'm trying to do this with motor control, and this is me using leverage, okay? That's me pulling. But what I'm trying to do is teach my muscles to do this on their own. Couple of breaths here. So when this muscle pulls tibialis right here, the calf releases. And your calf was working when we were trying to balance on the ball of one foot. So what we're always trying to do is think about how our yoga practice is affecting the body and what is the logical thing to do as a result of having done that, right? We're always trying to create complementary movements. Now let's go ahead and come forward. I'm going to take that block out from underneath my butt. Yeah, I think on the first I did the triangle second. So let's just go ahead and reset and step to the top of the mat. Actually, step your right foot back and rise up. Oh, we can't forget this. Guys, we can't forget this. We got to do our little dance. Got to do the dance. Reach both hands up. See, life is messy, but somehow it works out, right? Hands in the air, take a deep breath. We're going to go slow through the first one, real slow through the last one. Breathe in. Exhale, hands at heart, lean forward. Inhale, lift your right knee into the air, thigh parallel to the ground. And then step back into the left, bend both knees, and push right knee against your left calf, and that'll pull your groin back. And your hips just love that. Your low back, rise up and cross ankle over thigh, point the big toe, and push your ass against your pants. You're trying to stretch the back of your pants with your butt, okay? Lift your right knee and step back as soft as you can. Reach both hands up, breathe in. Bring your hands at your heart, lean forward. Lift your right knee, breathe in. Exhale, step back, bend your knees, and curtsy as low as you can. Inhale, rise up, lift the knee, thigh parallel. Exhale, cross ankle to thigh. Point the big toe, squat down. Inhale, lift the knee, and step back. Reach both hands up, breathe in. Exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, step back and curtsy. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, cross the ankle to the thigh and squat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, step back. My thumbs are right there in my heart. I can feel my heart pounding. Reach up, breathe in. I'm having a near-life experience. How about you? Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, lift your knee. Exhale, step, squat, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise. Ankle crosses the thigh. Squat down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I didn't flip you off that time. Step back. Reach up. And knee down. Now it makes more sense because this is where we should have pulled back. Whoo! So, we want to do just a whole bunch of work, don't we? Don't we? We do, right? All right. So, let's work on our pushing. Step back. Knees are on the floor. I'm in a tabletop position. Elbow down, forearms parallel, make fists, and then lift your knees and try to drag elbows towards feet, feet towards elbows. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees. Slide the hands back, sit up, and place your hands behind you. And then lift your heels away from the floor, and then lift your butt off your heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels to the butt, or the butt to the heels, lower the knees. Come forward, elbows down, lift the knees, and try to drag elbows towards feet, feet towards elbows. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, slide the hands back. Lift the knees off the floor, lift your butt off your heels. And then lift your heels and try to drag hands towards feet, feet towards hands. Lower your butt, lower your knees. Hands in front of you, 2 more sets. Elbows down, lift the knees, try to drag elbows back and drag feet forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, knees to the floor. Slide the hands all the way back, and then lift butt off heels, lift the heels, and try to drag hands towards feet, feet towards hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. Lower the butt, lower the knees, lower the elbows. Lift the knees and try to pull in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to the floor. Slide the hands back. Last set. Lift your butt off your feet, lift your heels, and try to drag hands to feet, feet to hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Look, when I screw around, I don't screw around. I just want to say that, but I'm over this freaking horn hat helmet. But I must say, it did help produce heat, right? We want hot yoga. What? Do we? Do we? I don't know. Plant your hands and lift your knees. Now, something we forgot. Left knee to right elbow. 1, 2, 3. Lift and knee forward. Cross and tap. Lift. Knee to chest or under chest, cross to elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Lift and bring it across. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back into downward facing dog. Lower your knees. Step your knees to your thumbs. Cross your ankles. We got to get off our hands for a bit here, right? We're really loading the hands, and so we have to, again, take them, ball them into fists. I wish so bad I had one of those ridiculous things, the shake weight. Somebody let me know where I can get a shake weight. And plant your feet. Now this one, you can go fist down if you like. Remember, a block, you might have a block that has some cushion in it. You could always place a towel under your hands or hand, and you could always grab a pillow, okay? But we're gonna go into a reverse tabletop. Plant the hands, lift your butt. And we're gonna bend the elbows and straighten them. Tricep dips. And if you wanna make this more challenging, you could place blocks under your hands. That means your body's further away from the ground, and that means your elbows will bend more and you'll dip more. So you can decide to turn that up or turn that down. Now I want you to keep going, bending and straightening the elbows. Remember, we want fatigue, but we want to stop at failure. Okay, if you're losing good form, stop. But if you can keep going, lift your left foot, straighten your left leg. Float it to the left. Take your right hand off the floor and keep going. 5, 4, 3. Raise the roof, y'all. 2, who let the dogs out? All that shit. And plant, foot and hand. We're still going. We're still doing it. Remember, you can do this on fists. It works if you're on fists. Okay? And if you can keep going and lift your right foot, do it. Straighten it, float it out. That puts some weight to the right, and that means you can probably take your left hand off of the floor. I don't know. Woo! We're having a party. 3, 2, 1, and release. Cross your ankles. Moan or sob quietly to yourself for a moment, and place your elbows in front of you, hands in a prayer position. I say this all the time, and it seems weird until you get the feel of it. It's just like yoga. But every time I demand something of my body, or I ask for permission vigorously, maybe that's a better way to say it, and my body responds with whatever it can do, it says, all right, man, I'm going to try. Then I feel grateful. I feel grateful to myself for having done it. Because like I said, I'm in my mid-50s. I have a young child, and I got to watch this kid grow up. And not only that, but I'm going to give her a hell of a dance at her wedding, right? I don't want to be, I'm sorry to talk blue, but I just tell it like it is. I don't want to be 90 years old and shitting in a bag. So I choose to do this, and I do it daily, but I can't pinky promise. I mean, probably 350 days out of the year, let's say it like that. All right. Now, hopefully we've had a little bit of recovery, and recovery is important, okay? So cross your ankles, plant your hands, and step back into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up and step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Now, I want you to know that if you're in an apartment and you need to be low impact, if somebody lives underneath you, then try stepping, okay? I'm gonna show you both options, step first and then jumping, and we're just doing mountain climbers. So if you can jump, you're just gonna switch. The right foot's gonna jump back to the left foot's gonna jump to the outside of my left hand like so. Boom. And then we're going to pulse twice. And then jump switch. And if you need to, like I said, step right foot back, step left foot forward, and pulse the hips up and down. Jump switch or step switch. Boom. 1, 2. Switch. Boom, boom. Switch. Boom, boom. Switch. Boom, boom. Just bouncing, just jumping. Rhythm is important, right? But it's not everything. We're not doing the nasty, right? We're not making love. So it might be a little bit clumsy, okay? Boom, 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 and step back. Step forward, both feet, hands on the knees. Rise up. Okay. Again, let's be careful if you're living in an apartment and you can't jump. So if you can't jump, what I want you to do is just step your feet apart and focus on going heels up and heels down. Because all we're doing is a more forceful version of that by doing something akin to a jumping jack. All right, so if you're in an apartment, just heels up, heels down. And you can try to stick that landing on the balls of the feet and hold it. And if you're in a house, if you got a hardwood floor and nobody's underneath you, we're just gonna go hands on hips and jump out and in. Out and in. Now we want to get our heart rate up nice and vigorously. You can practice like jumping to the back of your mat and jumping forward to the top. Maybe you have a downstairs neighbor and you hate them and you want to do this. Now, as a yogi, I can't say I condone that, but you know, as a person who lives in an apartment, you know, maybe that's what you got to do. Now cross, right over left, left over right. And we're practically the Lord of the dance, right? Remember that thing? Like Irish thing? Forward, back, out and in, and cross, forward, back, out, in, cross, out, in, forward, back. I don't know. We're just jumping around. Now your calves, especially your Achilles, if you're not accustomed to that, they're going to hate that. But remember, your body's resilient, and sometimes shocking the body with movement, which could mean a serious amount of soreness tomorrow, but it also is telling your cells in your body, the millions and millions of cells in your body that slowly atrophy, die off, and are not replaced, it's telling those cells You can't die yet. I still need you, right? Now let's take that heart rate down. I got just a couple more quick things for you, but I definitely wanted to get off the hands a little bit because what we're going to be doing is hands on the floor, and we're going to finish up with jumping and pushing, okay? So again, we're just going to take a moment to recover and catch our breath. And honestly, particularly me, because you don't want me trying to give instructions like this. And now, take your right leg and lift it, and then, okay? So let's just enjoy this moment of calm serenity before it gets hectic again. This is life. It's little moments of calm and clarity, punctuated by so much shit going on that it seems overwhelming and it's hard to manage, and you know you won't be able to keep up if it doesn't slow down again. So fortunately, when we practice, we have the opportunity to do something that life itself is rarely fair about, right? Okay, I've said my piece. Are you ready? You can use blocks. You can place towel underneath your hand. I'm going to show you this really slowly. I'll show you the fast version. We're going to do 2 sets when we're done, all right? So both knees down, hands down, knees lift. I'm in a plank position. I'm going to go to side cam so that you can see. I'm in a plank, all right? And you can step your feet off your mat, right and left, and then tap right hand to left shoulder, like brushing something off your shoulder. If you got your dirt on your shoulder, brush it off. Isn't that a Jay-Z song? After you tap your shoulder, step your feet in. Step your feet out, left hand to right shoulder. Plant the left hand and step your feet in. Now, if you're going to elect the hard part and jump, you can do that, but I want to give you one more option too. If hip mobility or back is what's bothering you, do knees down and just tap. And what you're trying to do is just keep everything stable. Remember, it's not just movement that matters, it's stability. Stability is defined as our ability to prevent some movement, okay? So what we're trying to do is keep these hips level. And if you're going to go knees up and jump and tap, you jump both feet, right and left, off the mat as you tap right hand to left shoulder. Jump and tap, boom. And then when I jump back in, my hand goes back to the floor, boom. And then I jump out, left hand to right shoulder, tap, and I jump in and plant the hand, boom. Now let's speed it up a little bit. Tap, jump, 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 tap, tap. 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, did you forget 0? 0's a number. Come on. Come on. Catch your breath. We're going to add one more thing and do one more set. So we're going to tap shoulder, and we're going to go elbow down, hand, hand. I'm going to go through the first set slow. Ready? Actually, let's learn that part, and then we'll add it to the first part. So back into a plank, elbow down, elbow down. Come on to the hand, come on to the hand. And then, whatever hand stepped last, that's the first elbow down. Let me go to the front cam, and you can see how we do this, because we have to do both sides. That's important. And it's not just about getting both elbows down, but if I'm always going right elbow down first, then I'm training muscles across my body in one way, and I have to go the other way. So that means that we go like around a clock, and then we reverse the clock. I'm sorry if I'm doing a poor job of explaining this, but I'm on 2 hands, right elbow down, right hand down, left hand down, then left elbow down, right elbow down, left hand down, right hand down, right elbow down, left elbow down, onto the right hand, onto the left hand, onto the left elbow, onto the right elbow, onto the left hand, onto the right hand. Lower your knees. Now, one more set. I did that. One more set of both of those things. There's going to be tap, 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 elbows and hands. Ready? Remember, everything's optional here, right? You could have just gone to the fridge, cracked a beer, sat on the couch by now, for all I know. But I'm an old man. All I want to do is finish this and eat my oatmeal. That's all I want, right? So I feel you, but I got to do this first because I don't want my cells to die. Okay? Plant your hands. Here we go. Jump and tap. 4. That's 2 taps on each shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4. And elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Left elbow down, right left hand, right elbow, left elbow, right hand, left elbow, right hand, right elbow, left elbow, right hand, elbow down, hold it here. Now step your feet in 3 inches, bend your knees, and try to tear your mat in half by sliding your mat backwards with your feet and forward with your elbows. So we're using the back body to hold our plank versus legs straight, soggy belly. We're trying to hold our ass in the air. We're using our power. Bend those knees. Try to tear your mat in half for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees. Come onto your hands. Slide your knees up to your thumbs. Separate your feet. Pull your calves out if you need to, and sit down between your heels. If you're hypermobile at the knee and the hip, your feet might be way out here. Make sure that your heel is rubbing your hip. Keep them close, but apart enough that the hips will slip in between, okay? But keep those heels close, toes point straight back. And remember, if your butt does not rest on the floor, place a block under it, and remember, a block can be tilted to any orientation. That's the beauty of a block, right? Place it under your butt any way you need to. Throw your dog under your ass or a pillow if you need to. Hero's pose. Now we can recline, and I don't want to discourage you. If you want to do that, go for it. But I want the head above the heart. Sometimes we let the heart take the lead, and we need the head in the back seat. And sometimes it's true. We have to think logically. We have to think clearly with clarity, and we have to think with maybe less emotion. But it's those two things. Talking to each other, constant conversation. Now, I'm going to recline. Because we can use, if you're capable of getting it, you can always lean back onto the hands. And then that just increases the angle, right, of the hips. And the femoral head and the hip socket, that's going to change how much you're going to feel your hip flexors, how much compression you're going to have in your knees and ankles. So you go back just the way you would turn up a stereo, and when the volume is loud enough, you stop. But no matter what volume you're taking your body to, make sure you can hear your breath. I'm grateful for all of this work that I've just given my body. My future self is grateful for it. Slide your hands on your low back and push yourself up if you reclined. We're going to cross the ankles and take a seat. Lie down on your backs. We're almost done. Plant both feet. Hands are next to the hips, palms down. As you inhale, lift your butt, reach up into the air. And after your hips have gone as high as they can, keep reaching your hands back until the back of your hands come to the floor behind you over your shoulders. And as you exhale, bring your hips and hands back to where they were. And let's be mindful about our movement. That's why we're going to try to get the hips and hands to touch the floor at the same time. Inhale, lift your hips, reach up and back. And as you exhale, bring your hands down and try to connect your hands to the floor at the same time your butt touches the floor. Inhale, lift your butt, reach up and back. Exhale, lower your hips and your hands. One more time. Lift your butt, reach up and back. This time when your hands come to rest on the floor above you, leave them there. And we're very slowly going to bring our butt cheeks to the floor. Try not to roll down with a noodly back. Try to keep the arch in your back. That means your butt touches the floor before your lumbar does. In fact, if we can bring the butt down to the floor and bring it to rest, I can slide my hand right now under my lumbar spine. It would go all the way to the other side of my mat. Toe heel your feet out until the edge of your feet is on the edge of your mat. Maybe the pinky toe is spilled off. Your toes still point forward, however. Bring your knees to rest against each other. And then just squeeze your knees as you lift your butt. And one more time, try to bring your butt to the floor rather than rolling and flattening out your lumbar on the floor. Separate your knees. And then reach for your knees. Feet come off the floor. Pull your knees to the sides as you pull them towards your chest. That means that a camera directly above you would be able to film whatever is written on your t-shirt if there is something there. Or they could see your heart. Now reach between your knees and grab the outside edge of your feet and bring the soles of your feet together. And then pull the ankles towards the belly. Plant your hands on the floor next to your hips. Lift your feet into the air. Push into your hands and send your feet and legs over your head. Place your hands on your low back. And then spill your body weight, the butt, into the palms. That means your hips are above your elbows, not above your shoulders. Ankles and big toes are together, and you're pointing your big toes away from your hips. You should feel a stretch in the top of your foot. The reason why we're spilling the hips to the hands instead of thrusting the hips over the chin and bringing chest to chin is we want space between the floor and the back of our neck. Bend your knees towards your forehead until you can place your hands on the floor and roll your spine down gently. Stretch your legs out for Shavasana if you like, or sit up in Sukhasana if you prefer to meditate at the end of your practice. Well, we did it again. I mentioned it yesterday. This is like my yoga diary, you know? This is a recording of everything I was feeling and thinking and doing on this day. And I hope that you'll keep some type of a diary, some type of a journal. And it's important to have self-reflection. That's part of the reason why this practice even proliferated around the world in such a fantastic way. It wasn't originally about fitness or the body. It was about the mind, and the body often would get in the way with its aches and pains. So we create a better body, and we create the best body we can have as we age. And at the conclusion, when things become quiet, when things become soft, when things slow down, we can reflect on the hard work we've done today and we can feel grateful for it and feel proud, but hopefully never satisfied. Because nobody really thinks with the intention, all right, I crushed that yoga today. I guess I'm done. The discipline, the feeling of understanding persistence is to do it again tomorrow. Thanks for practicing with me today, and I hope I see you tomorrow. Namaste, guys.